Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 7th update for my Project Pan for 2024. So I am doing this in the Team Project Pan style. I'm rotating through products as I finish stuff, and I am doing 24 in 24, which is yet to be seen. But hey, we still got a few months left in the year. We're only like halfway through the year. So let's get started into the products. Let's start off with a bang. My first item is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer, and it's done. I cut it open. I always recommend cutting, especially like this kind of a product. There's not a lot of product to start with. It's only an ounce, I believe. And I feel like it's easy to fly through this guy. So yeah, cut it open, finished it up. So the weight change on this one, sorry, all my stuff is in the way and I can't see my numbers. So last month this was 19.5 grams. It's now finishing at 12.66 grams. That's a difference of 6.84 grams. And in total, I used 25.93 grams of product. So really happy about that. Again, I mentioned this is not the first time I've purchased it. Probably won't be the last time that I've purchased it. It's a good affordable primer, a good all-around primer. Nice, sort of gives your face like a nice base, a nice finish to like then start putting stuff on top, if that makes sense. So I am going to add in, it's a bit of a cheap product, but we're just going to add this in because I just want to finish it up. I don't really like this one. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. So it's the Putty Primer line, but this is the matte version. It's very white. I'm not sure even how well you'll be able to see that on camera because it's so white. It's getting really, really washed out. But anyway, I will have like side-by-side photos eventually of this when I do an update next month. I could have this finished next month, but it's kind of like a toss-up because I will be alternating between sort of a glowy, I use like a glowy mix with my foundations from my Partners in Cream. So I might not finish this. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to aim to finish it by the next update. That's kind of the goal. If not, it'll be finished in the next 2 cycles. I'm not in a huge rush to finish any of my primers. I feel pretty good about my primer situation right now. I feel like I only have a handful, and like half of them are small or like half used, so it's not an area of concern for me in terms of like trying to get through product because I generally don't have an issue getting through primers. So let's get into foundation. So the first foundation is the Missha BB Cream in 22. This is the main one that I've been using. It's got SPF 42. I don't know why 42, but 42. Well, the answer to everything is 42. It is a larger product though. It is 50 ml, so we're working through it. It's fine. I'm on the fence if I'd actually repurchase this or not. I've already talked about this isn't the right shade for me. I already know that. But like, it's fine. It's fine. I could see myself repurchasing it. Again, moving along, this is the main one that I'm working on. It was 55 grams last month. It's now 52.15 grams. So that's a difference of 2.85 grams. And in total so far, I've used 9.47 grams. So I'm really happy about that. That's a pretty good amount of foundation. The other foundation I'm working on is this one. It is the one I am wearing today, but I did my makeup like, how many hours ago now? Almost 12 hours ago. So, like 10 hours ago. So we're a little rough. I did reapply a bit of blush and a bit of powder to set that, and I added a little color to the eyes and a color to the lips just to like freshen things up a little bit. But yeah, definitely been a long day. So yeah, this one's taking a little longer. The line, I could have probably drawn a line on the side. It's hard to tell with this guy because it's kind of stuck to the sides, but it is further down than the last line I drew. Like it's somewhere, like it's probably somewhere around here. So maybe before I take the picture, I will draw the line so you can see the difference. Like it's definitely going down a little bit slower at first than I thought it would, but at the same time, no, because I knew that because I was going to focus on the other foundation. I've also been playing with, like, I have a Tarte foundation that I've been playing with. Yeah, I've just been playing with other foundations as well. So I've been kind of not exclusively using just these 2 foundations, which is a little different than normal. Like normally I think that's why I get through foundations pretty good in these projects, because I normally just use the one and go for it. But I'm just kind of playing around and mixing things up a little bit. So last month this was 109.39 grams. It's now 107.87 grams. That's a difference of 1.52 grams. Next up is one of 2 concealers. This project is really going off the rails for me. I always have a rule for like only 1 product in a category, and we're obviously not doing that this time around because I have 2 concealers as well. The first one is this NARS concealer in Cannelle, and this one's moving. This one is moving. I'm just going to throw this side by side up. There's no point in me holding this up. I'm just gonna throw the side by side up because you'll definitely be able to see the difference. I have been using sort of like a brush with this, and that's definitely helped me like get into the product a little easier. I'm finding the way the product is sitting in the packaging, my nail is getting too much into it, and just a brush is easier to get the product out. So yeah, I'm definitely moving along with this a little bit faster. Also because this is a bit of a deeper color. I do have a little bit of tan on my body. Not too much. Yeah, you can see the difference between my face and my arms. And this is like, this is natural tan. This is me. This is me in the summer. But yeah, I put like 50 on my face. Well, 40 or 50. And then sometimes I forget to even put, I don't even have sunscreen on right now on my body. But anyway, yeah, so using darker things on my face actually is working because it balances things out between my face and my body. I usually just kind of go ham with bronzer. That's kind of what usually keeps it. But again, I didn't reapply bronzer before filming. So we're a little off today, but that's okay. Yeah, so this guy's moving along. I really kind of want to see how much I can push this one for like the next 2 months, because then I know it's going to slow off after that. And I mean, at this rate, I know I said I didn't think I was going to finish this, but at this rate, I could see myself finishing this by the end of the year. So fingers crossed that we get this guy done by the end of the year. I love this concealer. It's my favorite formula. I do really like this concealer formula. I think it looks really good on mature skin that's not too dry but not too oily. Like, I'm kind of in the middle, and I just feel like it stays put, but I don't have to set it, and I think that's why I like it. And yeah, I have another shade of this that works better for me. I forget what my other shade is, but this shade's not best for me for most of the year. Works for like 2 months. So the other shade's definitely a better shade for me. So last month, this was 27.24 grams. It's now 27 grams. That's a difference of 0.24 grams. And in total, I've used 1 gram of product in this container. I think it has 8 grams of product in the back. Ooh, that's a lot. But it was definitely not full when we started. It had pan when we started. So there's probably only a couple of grams left to use. Next up, this concealer I've definitely not used as much, but I have used it a few times, so we're just moving it along. It's hard to tell with this one because you can't see, like, I can't window it very well, but like, even here, if I scrape it, you can kind of see on the side maybe. If I scrape it, like, it's definitely, like, it's way down there. Like, that's just stuff stuck to the sides. There's product, I don't know if you can see, it's focusing on me. Yeah, like, the product is down at the bottom there. So there's not a lot of product in this packaging, but I am kind of slow at it. Like, that's just stuff a little bit stuck to the sides. It's mostly just at the bottom there. But again, I think this one I can finish by the end of the year. It might be a little hard to finish the other one, but this one I think I can finish. So this one was 26.58 grams. It's now 26.37 grams. It's a difference of 0.21 grams. Next up is my base powder, and I was able to draw a new line on the side of this, which is kind of awkward. You kind of have to like bang it down on the table and like try to get it flat as possible. But we're like way down here. Like, the product is definitely like the bottom quarter, bottom fifth, like we're way down in the bottom. So I'm really, really happy about that. I don't love this powder. Even though I did mix it with some Wet n Wild, it's still a little bit too dark, which again is working fine for me now. But it won't work fine for me in like 3 months. So again, I kind of want to see how much I can push this guy, and hopefully get through most of it by end of September. That's kind of the goal, and we'll see how that goes. Again, my powder collection is not really massive right now. I would like to finish this up and maybe get through. I do have a couple minis, so I'd like to maybe work on one of the minis. I don't know if I could finish one, but it would be nice to at least get started on one. So last month this was 46.73 grams. It's now 43.8 grams. That's a difference of, did I calculate that right? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Just like, well, that's a lot. I used 2.93 grams. Go in. So in total so far, I've used 5.18 grams. So I'm really, really happy about that. Next up is my bronzer. I thought it was going to be blush. No, it's the bronzer. So this one has definitely not seen a lot of love. I will be honest, and there's no pan. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Still haven't hit pan. And I've been focusing on the bronzer in my Pan That palette. So this guy just took a back seat over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start focusing on this guy again, so hopefully, I'm really hoping we see pan by end of summer, so like by next update would be really nice, or early September. I would love to be able to hit pan on this. I feel like I'm close. I know there's a dip. I mean, you can even see it when I turn it. There's definitely a dip in there. But man, it's just taking its sweet arse time. So last month this was 17.46 grams. It's now 17.42 grams. Sorry, that's not right. 26.33 grams. Now it's 26.18 grams. That's a difference of 0.15 grams. And since I've started with that product, I've used 0.82 grams, so not even a full gram yet. Next up is my Tarte blush. This guy, again, haven't really focused on this one, focusing again on my Pan That Palette stuff, but I have used it a few times. I feel like it's really starting to show, like it's getting real thin. Again, I was a little bit concerned when I repressed it. I'm like, uh-oh. But the more I look at it now, like every time I use it, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get through this guy. But again, I didn't really focus on this at all. I used it today, this morning, and I think I used it one other time, maybe 2 other times this entire month. I've just been focusing on my Pan That Palette blush. I focused on just playing with other blushes. So I have Partners in Cream blush. That's what I have on today. I pulled out a Jouer blush duo. I've been playing with that a lot. Yeah, I've just been playing with some other blushes just to give me some variety for the summer. I feel like it's just fun. I have a lot of bright colored blushes that I want to wear in summertime. So let's play with them and leave the boring one for fall. So yeah, not a whole lot of use on this one. 17.46 grams last month. It's now 17.42 grams. That's a difference of 0.04 grams. And in total, I've used 0.45 grams. So the highlighter I'm working on is this little custom guide that I put together, mostly from a Rimmel Stardust highlight, and then the Carly Bible powders. I like mushed them up into this. It's got a dip in the middle. I don't know if we'll ever see pan on this, but I did wear it. I think I did put this on today. Again, haven't really focused on this. I was focused on my Pan That Palette stuff. So this kind of took a back seat again, but I will pick it up from time to time. Just, yeah, like I've been traveling between my place here and my family's place, and when I go to my family's place I just take a few things with me. So yeah, all my Pan That Palette stuff came with me and this stuff stayed here. So that's why, again, the past few weeks this hasn't really seen a whole lot of use, but it will get more use. It would be nice to hit pan, but I don't see it happening. But we're going to continue with this. I talked about maybe pulling this out, playing with other highlighters. I'll still play with other highlighters, but I'm going to focus on this in terms of trying to, you know, get a bit more regular use out of this compared to the other highlights, if that makes sense. So last month this was 6.79 grams. It's now 6.75 grams. That's a difference of 0.04 grams. Next up is my eyeliner, which is actually like more of an eyeshadow stick from the Estee Edit, and I am so proud of this guy. I felt like last update I was like, ooh, I really didn't use it. It didn't really move a lot. This time, like, I didn't even draw a new line, but I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the lid. Look how many marks. Like, that's where it started. Not in this project, but in my previous project, but still. I think it started somewhere in the middle there. So, like, we're way down at the bottom now. Like, I'm really, really happy about this. And I'm attempting to, or I'm looking forward to, in the fall. I feel like it's a little weird to do that now in summertime, but in the fall I'm going to use this as a shadow stick, as a base. I guess I could do it now at some point. I need to play with that and see how that will work. It might be too gothy for August, potentially, but we'll see how it works. But yeah, I can definitely see myself in the fall using this more like an eyeshadow stick and then definitely getting through it. I enjoy it. It's worked really well for me as an eyeliner, and yeah, it's a great everyday. Again, I kind of get like a more blown out eye look when I wear it. I do have a little bit of this on, and then I did put the Too Faced Killer Liner and Sapphire Liner, although I think most of that's worn off now, but that's what I did wear this morning. So yeah, last update, this was 12.42 grams. It's now 12.34 grams. That's a difference of 0.08 grams, and in total, I've used 0.62 grams of this product. I feel like that's a lot for an eyeliner. Like, I'm really, really happy about that. Next up is my tried and true Winky Luxe eyebrow products. And weight change, no, still 9. Oh, my weight scale's a bit better now. I did change the batteries, so we're kind of back to normal again. So hopefully it stays like that. This is itty bitty. Like, we are very itty bitty. I'm gonna see if I can find the photo from the beginning and throw that up so we can see. I feel like we're getting there. Will I finish this by the end of the year? Pfft, I doubt it. Just because I know this product. It's just, I don't want to get my hopes up for that, but someday my prince will come when I finish this product. Yeah, it's fine. Again, it's the stuff I'm wearing in my eyebrows today, which is mostly worn off at this point, but I just feel like it's so clunky for me, for my purposes. I have really crappy eyebrows, and if I want them to look like related, I need to be more precise, and this just does not give me the precision I need. It also doesn't last. I still can't find an eyebrow product that lasts all of mine just wear away. Like by the end of the day, they're always worn away. So kind of annoying. But anyway, that guy, moving along. Again, another product just moving along. Trucking along here with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I feel like this is moving along fine. Again, I'm not in a rush to finish it. We're just using it as we can. And last month it was 10.51 grams. It's now 10.37 grams. That's a difference of 0.14 grams. The next product is kind of taking a back seat. I've kind of slowed down on this. It just feels a little too intense for summertime. It's the Ballistics Lip Medix, basically lip treatment. I was using this as a lip mask, and yeah, I've just kind of slowed down on it. It's just a little intense. I've been playing with some other things, and I've used it a little. So update-wise, well, I mean, the photo will probably not look like anything. And weight-wise, it was 17.8 grams. It's now 17.62 grams. So that's a difference of 0.12 grams. Next up is the lipstick that I'm using in this project, and I'm really proud of this guy. I have been working at it. I don't know what the photos look like yet. I haven't even taken the photos yet, but crossing my fingers that this looks good in the photos. I've been really working it. So it's the Bite Beauty Lipstick in Pepper. I've just been rocking a deep lip for the past couple of weeks. I'm like, whatevs. I don't care. Because I don't know, I like the way this color looks on me, even if it is kind of too deep for summertime. I just let it wear through the day. I might retouch up in the afternoon. But for the most part, yeah, and I'll just like apply lip gloss over top as the day goes on. But yeah, I've been working this guy. I've been playing with it. I've been trying to get through it. I would really like to finish it. I don't know if that's possible. But we're working it. We're trying to get there. I think the fall time too, I'm going to see a lot more use out of this one. So although I say that now and I've been playing with other lipsticks, I'm like, oh, I miss all my other lipsticks, so I want to play with other ones. So I feel like the usage will probably be about the same. So last month this was 7.45 grams. It's now 7.36 grams. That's a difference of 0.09 grams. So for me, that is a good amount on the lipstick. I know it's not a lot, but like I said, for me, that's really good. So next up is my hand cream. Slow but steady, just like the Too Faced product, just like some other stuff. Not rushing through it, but I am getting through it. So last month it was 28.15 grams. It's now 25.19 grams. That's a difference of 2.96 grams. So almost 3 grams of product. And in total so far I've used 8.7 grams. So yeah, I wouldn't buy this one in because I don't really like the scent a whole lot, but I like the texture. Like I feel like it rubs in really well. It doesn't feel like it stays on your hands. Like one of the reasons why I never used hand creams before is because like I hated like you don't want to touch anything after you've used it, but I feel like that rubs in pretty nicely, like and pretty quickly. So it's not annoying. Next up is my mascara. I don't know what month I am for this mascara because I only want to keep it in for 3 months. I guess end of June, July, August. What are we at? I have to go back and see. I can't remember when I threw this in. I kind of want to be done with it. I don't love it. So I'm not even wearing this mascara today. I'm wearing the Tarte Camera Lights Lashes one. Yeah, it's fine, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't even really like it either. Like, it's not even a, yeah, I like it. It's not even that. It's fine, but I don't like it. Like, I don't hate it, though. It's just, it does a little bit to my lashes, but not enough for me to feel like, yeah, I definitely want to repurchase this. Like, I'm definitely not repurchasing this. That tells you right there. I'm not repurchasing this. This is not on the list to repurchase. I don't like it. So last month, let's just stop that negativity and go into the weights. Last month, this was 23.58 grams. It's now 23.31 grams. It's a difference of 0.27 grams. Next up, I can't find this product, so we're just going to skip it. It's my lip liner. I have it. I thought I put it in a bag to take with me when I went home, but maybe it's at home. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh, maybe I know where it is. Might know where it is. Too late now, though. It'll be the next update. I know I did sharpen it at least once. That one's slow going. It's definitely drying out. I might end up just decluttering it by the end of the year. I feel like it's definitely drying out, so just like, yeah, it's not super enjoyable to use anymore. And, you know, I might just cut my losses on that guy. Next up, this guy, another product I didn't really use, so no update. It's the Julep nail polish in the shade Drew. Yeah, I didn't even draw any line on it. It has not changed. I ended up playing with a couple other polishes. There was that other polish that I thought about putting in this project that I did use, which I just didn't bother putting in the project. I think it's Caitlin. I played with a couple other ones. I have like a bright blue. It's summertime. I just want to wear some of the bright colors that I have and not stick with just one. I don't mind wearing this one in the fall for a little bit. Like, again, just putting it on my toes. It's going to be like an in-between toe color. I know that sounded really gross. A color I use in between other colors, like taking a break and just throwing this on when I don't really want to think too hard about what I'm going to put on my toes, if that makes sense. Especially as it gets like colder, like once it gets fall time, like no one sees my toes, so it doesn't matter. So I know I will get that done. I'm just not like super stressed about it. I'm not going to push myself to finish it at this point, even though I was hoping to be done with it end of summer. I don't really care about that now anymore. I've changed my mind. Next up, we have two eyeshadows, or the last two products that we put in this project. The first one is this one. It was from the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition. Here, it doesn't want to focus on it. I'll just throw the side-by-side up. I haven't really used it a whole lot. I've only used it a couple times, so we definitely have not hit pan on it. Again, it is what I'm wearing today. I did put this on. It's the main color on my lids. I have the other shadow in the crease, and then in the inner corner I have, I think it's Ice Dream from ColourPop, just to give it a little zhuzh. So yeah, that one has only changed, or sorry, that one hasn't really been used a whole lot. It was 1.2, it's now 1.18, that's a difference of 0.02. This one I used a lot more, but the weight has not changed, but there was less product. The whole thing, the weight's never going to change now because of the weight. I already know this. So this was from the NYX Warm Neutrals palette. Yeah, again, I'll do the side-by-side close-up. I thought this could have been done by now, but again, I didn't take this when I traveled home, so that was like a whole bunch of days that I didn't get a chance to use this. But I do have it on today. I think like 2 to 3 more uses I'll be done this. I say 2, but every once in a while it's like, oh, that last little corner took a little longer than I thought it would. But again, the weight last month was 1.02. It's now 1 gram. That's a difference of 0.02, but I know I won't see a change in the weight after this. So we're just gonna visually see the difference. That one shouldn't take too long. Again, like 2 to 3 more uses at most to finish that guy up. Whew. And that is everything. That's 20 products in the project so far, or right now. And there's been a handful that I've already used up or pulled out of the project. Yeah, so that's it. Whew, we got through it. I'm really happy about how this project is working. I've been really focusing on it. There's been, things have just been like busy and crazy right now, and it's just been nice to be able to focus on something and like make progress on something in my life, and feel like accomplished. And I feel like this project is doing that for me. I know it's not super fast. I know I'm not somebody that finishes stuff regularly. It takes me a lot longer to get through some stuff, but at least I feel like I'm making progress in this project, and that feels good enough for me. So if you like this update, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.